What is up, my mullet? Sharp here, bringing you guys part 3 of S Sharp. We had a lot of questions, and I've moved up here to my deck, and I'm sitting in a chair now because I was tired of getting bit by mosquitoes down there. Let's see. What is your favorite moment of your entire Call of Duty career, and did that moment change you as a player? I don't think I've had a favorite moment yet. I haven't had a moment where I'm like, oh, dude, that was just like the best. Like, I know I won Call of Duty 4 Nationals, but like looking back on it, like there wasn't as many players that played back then. The competition wasn't as prominent as it is now. So I would have to say, like, I haven't had that moment yet, and I'm kind of waiting for that moment to happen, and who knows if it'll change me or not. Are you friends with most pros, or are you just your current teammates or old teammates? I'm friends with most pros. I play wagers with people, play 8s, and hang out at events. So yeah, I'd say I'm friends with most pros. What gun is the most fun to use out of all the CODs? I'd have to say the P90 from Call of Duty 4. Silence P90. Not even with Juggernaut. I used to rock stopping power on that thing. It was fun to use. Favorite event so far? Any Call of Duty championship. Last year's with Black Ops 2 was better for me than this year, but they're always fun to go to. Green Wall or TK all day? I'm going to have to go with TK all day. If you could move anywhere in the world, where would you want to move to? If I didn't have to pay for anything, I'd want to live in a nice house out in California. Because California to me just seems like an expensive place to live. Like the cost of living is expensive out there. And to get like a nice place, it would be expensive. Like Kentucky, it doesn't really cost that much. I mean, it costs, but it's not as expensive as California. So I'd have to say Cali. Seems like it's a nice place to weather. Somewhere in South Cali. What do you see yourself doing after gaming? I already kind of answered that question. I'd like to work somewhere in gaming. But if I don't, then I could see myself going to school and getting my education and just figuring out what I want to do there. Worst thing and best thing about Ghost Competitive? I'd say the worst thing would have to be how fast you die. Just in Ghost in general. The best thing I would have to say would be the events, just the continued growth of esports. What would you prefer, Nadeshot's fame or Ake's winning streak? I'd have to go with Nadeshot's fame, just because a winning streak can be ended whenever, and if you haven't done anything with that, you can just disappear, and like your wins will always be there. But Nadeshot can still win. He can win, he can win, he can win, he can win, but he'll always have his fame. It's not like his fans are all just going to disappear one day. Did you ever think you'd be a professional Call of Duty player? No. What is your favorite movie of all time? Happy Gilmore. What is the best game mode of all time in your opinion? Hardpoint. How did you get the name Sharp? So my name used to be Sharpshot, or actually it used to be MLG Sharpshot. And then eventually when I started joining teams on Call of Duty and putting clan tags, I dropped the shot and I just put I was on a team called Sick and Twisted, and it was called S&T Sharp. So we just called one with Sharp. You like any Nintendo franchises? I don't know what this bird's doing. He's trying to get kind of close to me. Nintendo, I'd have to say, I like Mario. Mario games are always fun. Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers. Those are always fun to play. Probably my favorite Nintendo games. Best options for Scuff 1. I like the Scuff 1 sticks with the Scuff grip, the left and right paddles. I'm going to have to say you're going to want your left paddle to be A and your right paddle to be B. So your left paddle jumps, right paddle knifes or crouches, whatever you want that to be. And then TK scuff. Got to get a TK scuff. And then trigger. You want trigger stops in it as well. How do you think your career would be different, if at all, if Extravagant Icons did not pick you up late in 09? I don't think my career wouldn't be any different if I didn't join that team. That team didn't really change anything. I feel like what changed it is me leaving them. I was really young and dumb at the time. And I was 15, and like I just wanted to play. And what happened is after that event, they were like, "Well, this is kind of like our off season. Like, we want to take a break." And I was like a 15-year-old kid. I was like, "Come on, like it's summer, let's play." I just wanted to play Call of Duty, and so I actually ended up leaving that team. And then later on, not in that game, in MW2. So I don't even know if this would have been, if I would have been like Big Time or Rambo. They have a substantially larger following than me, and I don't know if I would be to where they are now. But that team actually ended up getting picked up by Optic and being Optic's competitive team, and they were successful throughout Black Ops 1. And I always think about that, like Black Ops 1. I had a hard time finding people to team with me. So I don't know if, like, in Black Ops 1, if I would have stuck with that team, if I would have had a different outcome in that game. Why'd you change your name from Sharpshot? I already answered that. Well, actually, there's a funny story. I went back to Sharpshot. I made my name Fierce Sharpshot, and then I was playing with Pac-Man, and this dude goes, "Nice shot, Sharp Shot." And I was like, I gotta change this shit. This is unacceptable. So I changed it. Do you ever see yourself leaving TK or retiring in the near future? No. Do you think that Gunjar is getting worse, or did he just have a bad event? I think he just had a bad event. I think he was distracted. Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander? I always pick Charmander, even though Onyx in the first gym is always a bitch to beat with your fire Pokemon. What was your favorite event ever, and are you in your favorite TV shows? Prison Break better be one. Favorite event ever? I don't really have. I mean, X Games was a lot of fun, and like I said, every Call of Duty championship. I don't really have like one specific event where, like I said, I haven't had that event yet where I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, dude, that was like awesome. I love that shit. Favorite TV show? And one of them, I would have to go with Breaking Bad. That was an awesome TV show. I think the acting was good, the story was good, and I think it ended. It ended at a good time. It sucked that it ended, but it's not like Walking Dead. Who the fuck, like, I watched Walking Dead, and now they're just dragging it out. It's like, come on, like, come on. I think shows need to know when to stop. How are you so consistent all the time on LAN and online? I really am not a consistent player. There's times, you know, I have good events. I have events or games where I do bad, and it just happens online. I think I'm consistently awful, so I guess you go with that. But why didn't you leave TK when Goon, Nezlo, and Formal left? Goon never left. It was me and Goon, and I didn't leave TK because it was like, where was I gonna go? And you know, I didn't want to, like, if I left TK would have ended. I don't think Chaos would have picked up another squad, so I think that team just would have been done. Who do you think? What are the pros and cons of blitzing competitive? The pros, it's a very entertaining game for the fans to watch. The cons is there's a lot of, like, sneaking. I don't think sneaking should be like a thing because you only have to run one way. Now, capture the flag, people used to sneak, but they have to grab the flag and run it back. So teams can win based off just sneaking and not having to slay. What team do you think benefited the most of the roster mania? I already answered this. I said Optic and EG. Even though they didn't change rosters, I think they benefited the most because all these teams are going backwards. If you could have one car for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'm going to have to go with a Lamborghini. Just because. What was the first video game you ever played? Donkey Kong Country. What would be the #1 thing you would change in your Call of Duty career if you could? Like I said, leaving Extravagant. I wouldn't have left that team. I would have stayed with Rambo and Big Timer. Do you use Vibration on or off? Off. Would you rather have one $1 million tournament or 4 $250,000 tourneys? I'm going to have to go with 4 $250,000 tourneys. Do you think Nashar should retire? No. What was your first Call of Duty game? Call of Duty 2. Which was your favorite game for competitive and why? Black Ops 2. Already answered that. Do you still know the people you used to team with when you weren't pro? The people I used to team with when I weren't pro were people I went to school with, friends that I played with that I went to Halo with, and actually the owners of Strictly Business. You guys might know them. End of Story and Friggy Toast. I knew them, and I still go to events and talk to them, and we like to reminisce of the S&D days. So yeah, I still talk to those people, still hang out with them on Xbox and stuff. And then the last question. Which retired pros do you wish would come back to the scene? And then retired pros, I wish Moho would come back and play. Moho and Assassin. I think they are actually getting back into it. And then I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, what Halifax? You know, people that followed Call of Duty back in the day would say he was like the best Call of Duty 4 player. I disagree with that, but a lot of people would say him. I don't really think him. I'd say Big Time and Rambo. Like, I think they still have what it takes to play, and I would like to see them play. But that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this series, this little series of Ask Sharp. Pretty cool. Like I said, pretty cool that we got it trending, not worldwide, but I think it was just in the United States. But it's still trending, and it was second, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, as always, it's your boy Sharp. I'm out. Peace.